Huber's Cards and More. Cardinals fan 1990. First in the live chat. Yes, Hubers, I've got your package. Yes, sirree, I do. I have got your package. Hold on a second. I got to do a refresh here. My other computer is asleep on me. Did not do its job properly. But yes, Hubers and Cardinals fan, you are in right when I hit the live stream button. Boom. Sam is here. How you doing there, Hubers? All right. So I'm going to have three people. Hubers Cards and More. And Sam Sports Shop. And Cardinals fan 1990. Can't stay long. I know you don't like to mix your order, but could you open my package first, please? Huber, you know the rules on my channel, but you know what? I know you're not going to stay long. Kevin's Card Collecting and More. You have 4 now. All right. There is 4 people watching, and we are on a roll here. So early to have 4 people watching. I'm doing a 100 subscriber giveaway today. There we go. Thanks there, whoever approved that. Might have been Kevin or something. I don't mind you putting that in there, Sam. 100 subscriber giveaway today at 7 p.m. Eastern. That would make it 4 p.m. on the Pacific Coast. That is cool there, Sam Sport Shop. Let me get the entrance into the wheel of names here. Okay. And so for my wheel of names, we've got Huber's Cards and More. Let's see, actually, who was the very first one? 17. Yeah, Huber's Cards and More. Let me get your entries into the wheel of names here. And then let me get wrong button there, blah. Next after Huber's is Cardinals fan 1990, gets an entry into the month of August drawing. Let me get your entry into my wheel of names. And then going back again, I just did the same thing again. All right, and then after Cardinals was Sam Sports Shop. Let me get Sam Sports Shop in here. All right. And then one more, Kevin's Card Collecting and More. Kevin's Card Collecting and More is in the house. All right, so I got all my entries in. Boom. We are good to go there. Let me save the file so I don't lose anything if my computer happens to crash. At least it will be good to go there. Okay, Huber, this is going to be my one and only good deed for you this one and only time. I will open up your package first. The only question I ask from here on is, remember who the channel creator is, okay? But I will open this package one time deal for you. Next time I'll follow my order of sequence, okay, buddy? But I will do it this one and very only one time here. Let me see if I can get this. I know you packaged this kind of tight, that's for sure. But there we go. I think I've got everything out of there. Let me. Huber's Cards and More. How do I enter? Oh, okay. I don't know. Probably go to you got to go to Sam Sports Shop's channel, and I'm sure he will have the information on how to enter the contest. Okay, I don't need all that stuff put in there. There's no way to enter. You just come to the chat and say hi, and you guess a number between 1 and 10, and if you guess, you win. Okay, there you go. There's the simple rules down and dirty there for how that works. So without further ado, since Huber requested this, I'm going to try and see if we can figure out what's going on here. All right, we got looks like a Brinson Lewis, or Lewis Brinson with the Miami Marlins. I don't remember really. I'm kind of confused now, but maybe I did buy some of these cards here. Or did you throw me some bonus cards? That is a cool looking Miami Marlins Lewis Brinson card. Can't say I've really heard of Lewis Brinson. And then it looks like we've got next is an Alex Verdugo. Okay. And of course, he really taped things up good here. I'm trying to get all the blue fanciness here, but it's definitely some blue fanciness here. And Alex Verdugo with the Los Angeles Dodgers, I believe he's with. So this is a 2019 Topps, and this one is a 2018 Topps. Nonetheless, awesome there. Ooh, I see some Kyle Lewis sweetness in here. I see some Kyle Lewis sweetness in here. That makes a Seattle Mariner fan happy when he sees a Kyle Lewis sweetness. I do have a sad note. Oakland A's, even though they were ahead by a real big score. Oh wow, I see he taped each individual one. I'll take the rest of the blue tape off later. This is blue tape to the next level. So we got an M. Conforto Gypsy Queen. That's a nice one. 7 out of 250. And then we've got a Victor Robles Gold Washington Nationals Gold Cup. 428 out of 2020. Working on seeing how close I can get to completing that set. Zach Plesac with the Cleveland Indians. Oops. 1393 out of 2020. And then a Mitch Haniger with the Seattle Mariners Blue. Okay. And a Kyle Lewis. I do like this one. This will go in my Kyle Lewis collection. I'm starting and working slowly, one card at a time, on a Kyle Lewis collection. I'll take that one off because that one then I can put right into my Kyle Lewis Big League rookie card. That is a cool one. Appreciate that, Huber. This was a sale he had last Saturday, and I bought into this, and it looks like I'm going to take this last one off because they got this one in a nice little box here. Of course. Okay, I see where the edge is here. Got to find the blue tape edge. And I think this is the Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Rookie medallion. I might just leave this one in this case for now. I don't have to put this one in a top loader per se. It's got its own little individual. It's not the short print version, but that is okay. It's still a cool rookie medallion coin as I work to try and collect this set. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. I like these coins, and they are nice little heavy coins, that's for sure. So the Vladimir Guerrero with the Toronto Blue Jays. So thank you there, Huber. That's right, Robert or Lewis. They're both good. They're both good. I know what you mean there, Sam Sports Shop. They're both good. Yep, the Kyle Lewis, Mitch Haniger, Zach Plesac Gold, Victor Robles Gold, the M. Conforto short print, 7 out of 250. Alex Verdugo and the Lewis Brinson with the Miami Marlins and the Vladimir Guerrero Jr. commemorative coin. Very, very cool. Thank you there, Huber, for that. I really do appreciate that. That Kyle Lewis, I don't have that one, I don't believe, from Big League. Mainly I do the base tops, and then along the way I collect and try and get other ones from the different types of sets. But appreciate that, Huber. Thanks for sending me that, allowing me to participate in your sale, and sorry about the mishap with the person that bid on all those cards and then bombed out on you there. But you know what, that happens. That's why whenever you see somebody new that you're not familiar with, when they make their first purchase, make them pay for that first purchase. If they don't pay, that means they're not really there for the bidding. They're just there for playing a part in the auction to ruin it for everybody else. But that happens. That happened to me in my early stages of selling online. So you just have to be very, very cautious when it comes to that world. But without further ado, since it is almost 10:28, and that's why, since I had time before my 10:30 start time, got to go. Sorry, we'll be back this week. Have a great live. Thank you there, Huber. Thanks for popping into the stream here. Appreciate you being here, and glad I was able to open that up so that you could see me do it. Here, I'll put my Kyle Lewis right like that so people can see my Kyle Lewis. How's that sound? So other than that, we do have about a minute to go today, of course, and I'll go through and probably highlight before we get into our content for today. We do have the biography today for Tom Seaver. Tom Seaver. Huber's see you at 7. I know what you mean, Sam. Tom Seaver is my all-time favorite MLB player. Well, that's good, yeah. So after I go over his biography, these are some of his cards. I'm not a big collector of Tom Seaver, but he is a good Hall of Famer, and I do have a selection of his baseball cards. I will go through those right after the biography, and then we will see what kind of product we'll open today, whether it's a hanger box or a blaster box or a hobby box. But we do have 7 people in the stream right now, so we're looking at the middle tier right now. We'll see if we make it up to the hobby by the time we get through the biography. It should not take too long to do the biography today. So without further ado, it is 10:30, and I am going to get into going over the biography for Tom Seaver. Okay, hopefully you guys are having a great start to your Tuesday, and for me it's the start of a new week in my YouTube live channels. So yeah, today of course is our player biography. Tomorrow will be our 2000 set for the tops. We are moving and graduating up into the 2000s, so we will have 20 sets, and then we'll be wrapping up everything. I do have the 20 going all the way up from this point out to 2020. I do have a complete 2020 hand collated complete set. Sorry, I had to get a drink of water before I do start here. So without further ado, we are going to get rolling with Tom Seaver's biography. It's not a super long one, but it will be very informative, I think. So George Thomas Seaver was born November 17, 1944, nicknamed Tom Terrific and the Franchise, is an American former professional baseball player who played in Major League Baseball as a right-handed pitcher for the New York Mets, the Cincinnati Reds, the Chicago White Sox, and the Boston Red Sox from 1967 to 1986. He played a significant role in the Mets' victory in the 1969 World Series. With the Mets, Seaver won the National League Rookie of the Year award in 1967 and won 3 National League Cy Young awards as the league's best pitcher. He is a 12-time All-Star, and Seaver is the Mets' all-time leader in wins, and he threw a no-hitter in 1978. During a 20-year Major League Baseball career, he compiled 311 wins, 3,640 strikeouts, 61 shutouts, and a 2.86 career earned run average. Sweet, made it just in time. Hello, Donald and all. Thanks there, Brewers Cards Forever. By the way, Brewers Cards Forever, just so you do know, you won my contest for the month of July. In case you hadn't heard word, you won the contest for the month of July. So as soon as I receive my Patreon payment from Patreon, I will be getting everybody's packages together that are Patreon members, and Brewers Cards Forever is a Patreon on my channel. So I will be sending that winning prize out with your Patreon package, okay? So when you get those 7 rookie cards, you'll know why they came in your Patreon package, all right? So it won't be a total surprise. All right? So in 1992, Seaver was inducted into the National Baseball Hall of Fame by the highest percentage of votes ever recorded at the time. Along with Mike Piazza, he is one of 2 players wearing a New York Mets hat on his plaque in the Hall of Fame. Seaver is also a member of the New York Mets Hall of Fame and the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame. In 2019, the Mets renamed 126th Street in front of Citi Field to Seaver Way. The stadium's address is now 41 Seaver Way, a tribute to number 41 that Seaver wore during his career. All right, as far as his early life, Tom Seaver was born in Fresno, California, to Betty Lee Nee Klein and Charles Henry Seaver. He attended Fresno High and was a pitcher for the school's baseball team. Seaver compensated for his lack of size and strength by developing great control on the mound. Despite being an all-city basketball player, he hoped to play baseball in college, and he joined the United States Marine Corps Reserve on June 28, 1962, and served with the AIRF MFPAC 29 Palms, California through July of 1963, and after 6 months of active duty in the reserve, Seaver enrolled at Fresno City College. Okay, cards in my car with our Posada is in the house. There you go. How you doing there, Robert? Thanks for popping in to the stream. And Brewers Card says, "Hoorah, Marine Corps." That's Fresno area code. All right. So the University of Southern California, USC, recruited Seaver to play college baseball for the USC Trojans. Unsure as to whether Seaver was worthy of a scholarship, he was sent to pitch for the Alaska Gold Panners of Fairbanks, Alaska. In 1964, after a stellar season in which he pitched and won a game in the national tournament with a grand slam, he was awarded a scholarship to USC as a sophomore. Seaver posted a 10-2 record, and he was drafted in the 10th round of the 1965 Major League Baseball draft by the Los Angeles Dodgers. When Seaver asked for $70,000, however, the Dodgers passed. In 1966, Seaver signed a professional contract with the Atlanta Braves, who drafted him in the first round of the secondary draft, 20th overall. However, the contract was voided by baseball commissioner William Eckert because his college team had played 2 exhibition games that year, and although Seaver himself hadn't played. Seaver then intended to finish the college season, but because he had signed a pro contract, the NCAA ruled him ineligible. After Seaver's father complained to Eckert about the unfairness of the situation and threatened a lawsuit, Eckert ruled that other teams could match the Braves' offer. The Mets were subsequently awarded his signing rights in a lottery drawing among the three teams, the Philadelphia Phillies and Cleveland Indians being the two others that were willing to match the Braves' terms. As far as his professional playing career, he did play in the minor leagues in 1966, and Seaver was 12-12 with a 3.13 ERA pitching in Class AAA with the Jacksonville Sons of the International League. And then, of course, with the New York Mets from 1967 to 1977. After Seaver spent one season with the Jacksonville Sons in 1966, he then made the team with the New York Mets in 1967, and he was named the 1967 All-Star Game. He got the save by pitching a scoreless 15th inning. In his rookie season, Seaver was 16-3 for the last place Mets with 18 complete games, 170 strikeouts, and a 2.76 earned run average. All Mets' records at that point. Seaver was named the 1967 National League Rookie of the Year. Seaver started for the Mets on opening day in 1968, and he won 16 games again during that season and recorded over 200 strikeouts for the first 9 consecutive seasons. But the Mets moved up only one spot in the standings to 9th. In 1969, Seaver won a league-high 25 games and his first National League Cy Young Award. He also finished runner-up to Willie McCovey for the league's Most Valuable Player Award. In front of a crowd of over 59,000 people at New York Shea Stadium on July 9th, Seaver threw 8 1/3 perfect innings against the division-leading Chicago Cubs. Rookie backup outfielder Jim Qualls broke up Seaver's bid for a perfect game when he lined a clean single to left field. In 1969 National League Championship Series, Seaver ousted Atlanta's Phil Niekro in the first game with a 9-5 victory. Seaver was also the starter for the Game 1 of the 1969 World Series, but lost a 4-1 decision to the Baltimore Orioles' Mike Cuellar. Seaver then pitched a 10-inning complete game for a 2-1 win in Game 4. The Miracle Mets won the series. At year's end, Seaver was presented with the Hickok Belt as the top professional athlete of the year and Sports Illustrated Magazine's Sportsman of the Year award. On April 22, 1970, Seaver set a major league record by striking out the final 10 batters of the game in a 2-1 victory over the San Diego Padres at Shea Stadium. Al Ferreira, who had homered in the second inning for the Padres run, was the final strikeout victim of the game. In addition to his 10 consecutive strikeouts, Seaver tied Steve Carlton's major league record at the time with 19 strikeouts and a 9-inning game. The Mets also won the game in which Carlton struck out 19, with Carlton victimized by John Swabata's pair of 2-run homers in a 4-3 Mets victory in St. Louis on September 15, 1969. The record was later eclipsed by 20 strikeout games by Kerry Wood, Randy Johnson, Max Scherzer, and twice by Roger Clemens. By mid-August, Seaver's record stood at 17-6, and he seemed well on his way to a second consecutive 20-victory season. But he only won 1 of his last 10 starts, including 4 on short rest, to finish 18-12. Nonetheless, Seaver led the National League in both earned run average and strikeouts. In 1971, Seaver led the league in earned run average with 1.76 and strikeouts, 289 and 286 innings, while going 20-10. However, he finished second in the Cy Young balloting to Fergie Jenkins of the Chicago Cubs due to Jenkins's league-leading 24 wins, 325 innings pitched, and exceptional control numbers. Seaver had 4 more 20-win seasons in 1971, with 21, in 1972 with 22, 1975, and 21 in 1977. He won 2 more Cy Young Awards, 1973 and 75, both with the Mets. During his tenure with the Mets, Seaver made 108 starts in which he pitched 9 or more innings, allowed 1 run or less. His record in those starts was 93-3 with 12 no decisions. In 7 of the 12 no decisions, he pitched 10 or more innings. In the 12 no decisions, he pitched a total of 117 innings, allowing 56 hits and 5 earned runs, compiling a .38 ERA. Between 1970 and 1976, Seaver led the National League in strikeouts 5 times, finishing second in 72 and 74. And Seaver also won 3 earned run average titles as a Met. 2 famous quotes about Seaver are attributed to Reggie Jackson. "Blind men come to the park just to hear him pitch." The second was in the 1973 World Series with the Mets up 3-2 and poised to win their second championship. Seaver started the game but did not have his arm that day and lost the game. Jackson is reported to having said, "Seaver pitched with his heart that day." Seaver was perhaps a foremost latter-day exponent of drop and drive overhand delivery, but his powerful legs protected his arm and ensured his longevity. Pop in the chat here, make sure I'm caught up. Okay, Sam's just keeping track of how many people are watching. 5, 6. Hi, Cards in My Car, what's up? And Sam Sports Cards got his little fingers crossed and a baseball there. You refresh the chat so I know where I left off for sure. All right, Midnight Massacre. By 1977, free agency had begun and contract negotiations between Mets ownership and Seaver were not going well. Seaver wanted to renegotiate his contract to bring his salary in line with what other top pitchers were making. But chairman of the board, M. Donald Grant, who by that time had been given carte blanche by Met management to do what he wished, refused to budge. Longtime New York Daily News columnist Dick Young regularly wrote negative columns about Seaver's greedy demands. As for Seaver, he attempted to resolve the impasse by going to team owner Lorinda de Roulette, who along with general manager Joe McDonald had negotiated in principle a 3-year contract extension by mid-June. But before the contract could be signed, Young wrote an unattributed story that the Daily News claimed that Seaver was being goaded by his wife to ask for more money because she was jealous of the fact that Nolan Ryan was making more money with the California Angels. Upon being informed of the story, Seaver informed de Roulette that he immediately wanted out and asked McDonald to immediately trade him, feeling he could not coexist with Grant. In one of 2 trades that the New York sports writers dubbed the Midnight Massacre, the other involving struggling outfielder Dave Kingman, Seaver was traded to the Cincinnati Reds at the trading deadline, June 15, 1977, for pitcher Pat Zachary and minor league outfielder Steve Henderson, infielder Doug Flynn, and minor league outfielder Dan Norman. So in Cincinnati Reds is where he went from 1977 to 1982. Seaver went 14-3 with Cincinnati and won 21 games that season, including an emotional 5-1 win over the Mets in his return to Shea Stadium. Seaver struck out 11 in return and also hit a double. He also received a lengthy ovation at the 1977 All-Star Game, which was held in New York's Yankee Stadium. His departure from New York sparked sustained negative fan reaction as the Mets became the league's worst team. finishing in last place the next 3 seasons. Combined with the Yankees' resurgence in the market, attendance dropped in 1978 and plunged in 1979 to 9,740 people per game. M. McDonald Grant was fired after the 1978 season, and Joe McDonald was fired in the 1979 season, following a sale of the team to publishing magnate Nelson Doubleday Jr. In a sardonic nod to the general manager, Shea Stadium acquired the nickname Grant's Tomb. After having thrown 5 one-hitters for the Mets, including 2 games in which no-hit bids were broken up in the 9th inning, Seaver recorded a 4-0 no-hitter while pitching for the Reds against the St. Louis Cardinals on June 16, 1978, at Riverfront Stadium. It was the only no-hitter of his professional career. He led the Cincinnati pitching staff in 1979, when the Reds won the Western Division, and again in the strike-shortened 1981 season, when the Reds had the best record in the major leagues. In their latter season, Seaver, with his sterling 14-2 performance, was a close runner-up to Fernando Valenzuela for the 1981 Cy Young Award. Seaver had finished 3rd and 4th in 2 other previous years. In 1981, during one of his 2 losses, Seaver recorded his 3,000th strikeout against Ken Hernandez of the St. Louis Cardinals, and he suffered through an injury-ridden 1982 campaign, finishing 5-13. In 6 seasons with the Reds, Seaver was 75-46, with a 3.18 ERA and 42 complete games in 158 starts. Sam Sports Shop saying, be right back. And John Fishman is in the house. My favorite conspiracy theorist. John Fishman, hi Donald, have been cooped up again, just getting out. It's about time you broke out of your shell there, John. We've been wondering where you've been. We've been missing you. I've been missing you. Let me refresh the chat so I know I'm all caught up to that point. And let's continue on with the return to the Mets. So in 1983, on December 16, 1982, Seaver was traded back to the Mets for Charlie Pulo, Lloyd McClendon, and Jason Felice. On April 5, 1983, he tied Walter Johnson's major league record of 14 opening day starts, shutting out the Philadelphia Phillies for 6 innings in a 2-0 Mets win. He had a 9-14 record that season, and the Mets exercised an option on Seaver's contract worth $750,000 for the 84 season. Overall, in 12 seasons with the Mets, Seaver was 198 wins and 124 losses, with a 2.57 ERA and 3,045 innings. With 171 complete games, winning 3 Cy Young Awards, the 1969 World Series, and the 1967 National League Rookie of the Year Award. So, he was with the Chicago White Sox in 1984 and 1986. Been working on your first video. That is cool, John. Can't wait till you upload that. I want to watch that. All right, Chicago White Sox from 1984 to 1986. On January 20th, 1984, the Chicago White Sox claimed Weaver from the Mets in a free agent compensation draft. The Mets, especially general manager Frank Cashern, had incorrectly assumed that no one would pursue a high-salaried 39-year-old starting pitcher and left him off the protected list. Seaver pitched 2.5 seasons in Chicago and recorded his last shutout on July 19, 1985 against the visiting Indians. In an anomaly, Seaver won 2 games on May 9, 1984. He pitched the 25th and final inning of a game suspended the day before, picking up the win in relief against the Milwaukee Brewers before starting and winning the day's regularly scheduled game, also facing the Brewers. On August the 4th, 1985, Seaver recorded his 300th victory at Yankee Stadium against the Yankees, throwing a complete 4-1 victory. In 3 seasons with the White Sox, Seaver was 33-28 with a 3.67 ERA and 17 complete games and 81 appearances. All right. So then in 1986, he went to the Boston Red Sox. Seaver started on opening day for the 16th and final time of his career in 1986. The White Sox traded Seaver to the Boston Red Sox for Steve Lyons in mid-season. Seaver's 311th and final win came on August 18, 1986 against the Minnesota Twins. A knee injury prevented Seaver from appearing against the Mets in the 1986 World Series as a member of the Red Sox, but he received among the loudest ovations during player introductions prior to Game 1. Roger Clemens attributes the time he shared with Seaver as 1986 Red Sox teammates as instrumental as helping him make the transition from thrower to pitcher. The Red Sox did not offer Seaver a contract to his liking for the 1987 season. His 1986 salary was $1 million, and the Red Sox offered $500,000, which Seaver declined when no new contract agreement was reached. Seaver was granted free agency on November 12, 1986. Seaver was 5-7 with a 3.80 ERA and 16 starts with Boston in 1986. In 1987, the Mets' starting rotation was decimated by injury, and they sought help from Seaver. Though no contract was signed, Seaver joined the club on June 6th and was hit hard in an exhibition game against the AAA Tidewater Tides. On June 11th, after similar poor outings on the June 16th and 20th, he announced his retirement, saying there was no more pitches in this 42-year-old arm that were competitive. I've used them all up. So then, as far as his career statistics, the Brewers did stink back then. Okay. Sorry about that. Brewers cards forever. So career statistics overall, only Seaver and Walter Johnson have 300 wins, 3,000 strikeouts, and an under 3.00 ERA at the time of his retirement. Seaver was third on the all-time strikeout list with 3,640, trailing only his former teammate Nolan Ryan and Steve Carlton. No major league pitcher has matched his feat of striking out 10 consecutive batters. His career average of 6.85 strikeouts per 9 inning is fourth to Steve Carlton's 7.1. Nolan Ryan with 9.55 and Randy Johnson with 10.66 of any Hall of Famer with at least 300 wins. Seaver's lifetime earned run average was 2.86, was tied for third among starting pitchers in the live ball era, behind only Whitey Ford with 2.73 and Sandy Koufax with 2.76. He also holds the record for consecutive 200 strikeout seasons with 9 from 68 to 76. And Seaver's 61 career shutouts are second only to Warren Spahn, 63, in the live ball era. His career win-loss record percentage of 603 is one of the highest of any Hall of Fame pitcher with 300 wins in the live ball era. And his record of 7.84 hits per 9 innings is second only to Nolan Ryan, 6.56, for all Hall of Fame pitchers with at least 300 wins. The first among all Hall of Fame pitchers in any era with 300 wins, 3,000 strikeouts, and a winning percentage of 600 or better. So his overall career, he had 311 wins, 205 losses, giving him a winning percentage of .603, a 2.86 ERA, pitched in 656 games, 647 saves. He had 61 shutouts, 1 save, 1,971 games. He gave up 1,674 runs, 380 home runs, 1,390 walks, 3,640 strikeouts. He had a whip of 126 and an HBP of 76. All right. As far as one last section we'll go over real quick is his career honors. The Mets retired Seaver's uniform number 41 in 1988 in a Tom Seaver Day ceremony, making him the franchise's first player to be honored. All right, and then Seaver was elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame on January 7th, 1992, with the then highest percentage of votes of 98.84, and was named on 425 out of 430 ballots. 3 of the 5 ballots that had omitted Seaver were blank, cast by writers protesting the Hall's decision to make Pete Rose ineligible for consideration. 1 ballot was sent by a writer who was recovering from open-heart surgery and failed to notice Seaver's name. The 5th no vote was cast by a writer who said he never voted for any player in their first year of eligibility. So Seaver is one of 2 players enshrined in the Hall of Fame with a Mets cap on his plaque, along with Mike Piazza. He was also inducted into the New York Mets Hall of Fame in 1988, the Marine Corps Sports Hall of Fame in 2003, and the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame in 2006. In 1999, Seaver ranked 32nd on the Sporting News' list of the 100 greatest baseball players, the only player to have spent a majority of his career with the Mets to make the list. That year, he was also a nominee for the Major League Baseball All-Century Team Baseball Pursuits. Often compare him to Christy Mathewson for his combination of raw power, pinpoint control, intelligence, and intense scrutiny of his performance. Seaver was the foremost latter-day component of the drop and drive, overhand delivery that utilized his powerful legs, took a strain off his arms, and helped ensure his longevity. He always credited the training he received in the Mets organization, citing the long careers of teammates Jerry Koosman, Nolan Ryan, and Tug McGraw as further proof. Seaver could also help himself at the plate, a decent hitter and proficient bunter. Seaver hit 12 home runs during his career, and with a relatively solid lifetime average for a pitcher of 154. Hank Aaron stated that Seaver was the toughest pitcher he ever faced. Seaver approached Aaron before his first All-Star game in 1967 and asked Aaron for his autograph. Seaver felt the need to introduce himself to Aaron, as he was certain Hammerin' Hank would not know who he was. Aaron also replied to Seaver, "Kid, I know who you are, and before your career is over, I guarantee you everyone in this stadium will too." On September 28, 2006, Seaver was chosen as the hometown hero for the Mets franchise by ESPN. Seaver made a return to Shea Stadium during the Shea Goodbye closing ceremony on September 28, 2008, where he threw out the final pitch in the history of the stadium to Piazza. He and Piazza then opened the Mets' new home, Citi Field, with the ceremonial first pitch on April 13, 2009. The 2013 Major League Baseball All-Star Game was dedicated to Seaver. He concluded the introduction of the starting lineup ceremonies thrown by the ceremonial first pitch. Mets player David Wright participated in 2019, and the Mets renamed the street outside Citi Field Stadium to 41 Seaver Way in his honor. So there you have it, the biography for George Thomas Seaver, Tom Seaver of his primary team would have been the New York Mets. He played for the Mets in 1967 to 1977, Cincinnati Reds from 77 to 82, 1 year again for the Mets in 1983, the Chicago White Sox 84 through 86, and finished his career in Boston in 1986. Hopefully you all enjoyed Tom Seaver's biography. Okay. Brewers cards forever. Feeling the Nolan love. That's cool. All right, we've got 3 people watching there. Let's go ahead and get into the preview to give a chance for you guys to maybe try and share it out with some people. See if we can get a few more viewers in here. Again, just to do a recap quick for those that weren't in here earlier, this was the family mail call package, Brewers card, Huber's cards, and more. Asked me if I would open up his package that I got in the mail yesterday from his sale last Saturday, and I told him that I would. So I'll just do a real quick recap here, and then we'll go over some of Tom Seaver's baseball cards here before we get into there and see if we can get enough to do a blaster box instead of just a hanger box. Okay, let's go into this here. So we got one that'll go into my PC. Kyle Lewis in the house. Okay, so we got a Kyle Lewis in the house. He goes into my Kyle Lewis rookie card collection. Then we've got a Mitch Haniger blue parallel for the Seattle Mariners. We got a Zach Plesac gold. All right, black Plesac gold, which is $13.93 out of 2020. All right, then we've got a Victor Robles, $4.28 out of 2020. All right, then we've got a Michael Conforto, right? Yep, Michael Conforto, Gypsy Queen, short print, 7 out of 250. All right, then we got these 2 that I wasn't expecting, that I recall, but do like any time I get a memorabilia patch or relic or something of that nature. A Alex Verdugo with the Los Angeles Dodgers, and a Lewis Brinson, star outfielder of the Miami Marlins, and our rookie commemorative coin for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. with the Toronto Blue Jays. That will go into my rookie medallion coin collection as I try to see how many of those I can get. See if I can get a complete set of these throughout the season. So let me set these all off to the side here for now. Get them out of the way. Just in case you're wondering, these are all leaning against tomorrow's content, where we'll be opening up this box of 2000 Topps Baseball, Major League Baseball cards. It is a 478 card set. Okay, but without further ado, before we get into our other content here, I'm going to go through and just highlight through some of my Tom Seaver card. Well, actually, this is all my Tom Seaver cards for the most part. I do have about 6 more boxes to sort for my Hall of Famers. I'm way behind on my sorting process, but they will come later, maybe when I do a garage sale this month or something. But yes, so we are going to just go through some of Tom Seaver's cards here. This is a Ralston Purina Company. They did some of these oddball type sets from different places. The McDonald's, just you'll see different weird sets that are out there, not just your normal. But this is a Ralston Purina Company first annual collector's edition, number 8 of 33. Tom Seaver, New York Mets pitcher. You can see what the back of this card looks like. Just a little bit different. Got a 2019 Topps opening day from last year. 150 years of fun. Tom Seaver with the New York Mets. Then we got a Sportrum, The Miracle of 69, Tom Seaver. Okay, got that card right there. This is a promotional card. So this is not part of an actual set, but it is a Spectrum holding group. They do have a quiz on the back. Who is the only Met to play at least part of every season from the team's inception in 1962 to the 1969 Championship Series? Of course, the answer is on card number 22, which you have to find out. And then the answer from card number 15 is Nolan Ryan. There's a Tom Seaver Topps Gypsy Queen Baseball. Odd type one here. This is from a 2014 Gypsy Queen card set. Then we probably will run into some doubles coming down the road here, but this is a Matt Harvey inspired with Tom Seaver. And this one here is a highlight from Tom Seaver hurls a no-hitter versus the Cardinals on June 16, 1978. This here was a 2015 Topps. There we've got a 19. Is there a reprint of the older Topps cards back in the day? But this is a 2016 reprint of those Topps cards there. This is an original 1985 Topps, kind of like the ones that you find in the Topps 2020 Topps set. They're highlighting going back the 35 years to 1985 for the Chicago White Sox with Tom Seaver. This is the 1986 Donruss product highlighting Tom Seaver. All right, when he was with the White Sox there. And then we've got a Fleer product here, Tom Seaver, for a 1983 Fleer product. Okay, then we've got, like, it looks like 4 Tom Seavers here from the 1987 Topps. Okay, 1987 Topps. So we're just going to go through these, and then I'll put these back in my holdout there. Turn back the clock, 1976. 2 of those. All right, we've got a couple of 3 cards here for the 1986 Topps set. Okay. Then we've got one of these here for the Donruss 1987 with the Boston Red Sox. Gypsy Queens, Tom Seaver with the New York Mets. This is a 2015 Gypsy Queen product. Here's a Topps Archives. Topps Archives, New York Mets. A 2012 Topps Archives card. All right, then we got Throwback Threads 2005 when he played with the Cincinnati Reds. Okay. Then we've got Tom Seaver, pitcher for the New York Mets. This is a reprint of a 1980 Topps card. Okay. Then we have a Topps Gallery here, Seaver, with the Cincinnati Reds from 2003. Then we got an Upper Deck Tom Seaver with the New York Mets. Got 3 of those. All right. Just a highlight card from the 1984 84 Upper Deck. Okay, we've got one of these guys, the 2014 Classics. Then we've got the Tom Seaver with the New York Mets with a 1980. No, this is a reprint of a 1987 Topps. It is a 2018 reprint. And we've got this mini here, sticker card from Topps Baseball Cards, the real ones. All right, shows you how you can peel that off and put that in the sticker books that they used to have back in the day. This is a Cooperstown card from, I believe this is the Panini. Trying to find the year. It's probably up on the top here. 2012 Panini product for his induction in 1992. Got another Tom Seaver pitcher for the Mets. Upper Deck Classics from this one's 2005. Then we got a Tom Seaver New York Mets here with 2016 Top Stadium Club. Nice card there. And then here's the Topps American Pie Tom Seaver throwback type card style from his career. And this is a 2001 Topps American Pie Tom Seaver Boston Red Sox Fleer. If you're wondering what kind of order are these in, I'll tell you in just a minute here as soon as we finish up here. This is a 1987 Fleer product. And then this one is from a Tom Terrific set that they did have. This is card number 44 for Tom Terrific. Okay. Play Ball Upper Deck Tom Seaver from... where are you hiding? Where's the date? Don't get old. You have a hard time reading small stuff. It looks like a 2004 product. And then we've got a Tom Seaver here, Upper Deck Company from 1992, Cooperstown Collection. I think this is just another recap from when he made it into the Hall of Fame. This is 2001. And then the last oddball-ish type card was from the Panini. This is card number 3 from the Panini product for 2012. Card number 3, Seaver collects his 300 strikeout. Just a little commemorative there with his glove and ball, baseball and glove used during the official game. And that is on display in Cooperstown, of which I hope to go to one of these days in the not so near future. But yeah, pretty much what I do on my Hall of Fame cards is put them in order by card number. So 25... 34, 44, 45, 82, 83, 90, 91, 106, 130, 132, 180, 200. So that's just the easier way to try and organize player sets. I mean, some people like to do it by year, but I look for the easiest choice, and for me it's just by putting them in order by card number. So there we go. So let me put Tom Seaver back into my collection here where he belongs. And that way he's back in place. Again, we've got 2 people watching, and unfortunately I think we're just going to get into just a little bit smaller type item today, just because of where we stand. So let me go into my box over here and get our product opening for today. Okay, that's there. Let me give me a hanger box over here, my box. And then we will open up a product just to see if we can find something good out of these hanger boxes. So, tell you what, if while we're opening up this hanger box and we get if we get 6 or more viewers, maybe at that point I will maybe we'll open up a blaster box too. But for now, we do have enough people in here to open up this hanger box, which we will do in just a moment here. Let me get a drink of water real quick. Do a refresh on the chat. I know it does say we have 2 people watching. If I can get a thumbs up from somebody so I know there is actually somebody still hanging out in the background. Because the last I saw was a chat from Brewers Cards Forever saying, feeling the Nolan love. So I'd like to see at least a thumbs up, some indication that there's some other people in here. We got 8 thumbs up on the stream. Didn't quite make it to 10. If we made it to 10, we would have probably had a few more people show up from YouTube saying, hey, go check this channel out. Go check this channel out. But that's okay. Either way, whether it does say we do have at least, oh, now it says we have 3 people watching. Let me see if it's, check my participants list here and see if it shows right now. Yeah, because nobody's typed anything into the chat recently. It doesn't give me an indication that somebody's watching. But without further ado, we will open up this this hanger box. Hanger box, again, it does have 67 cards with packs with a special insert may contain only 60 to 65. And these are the odds of what you can pull in these. Of course, a gold card is 1 out of 2 boxes. A rainbow foil is 1 out of 2. Vintage stock 1 out of 39. Independence Day is 1 out of 50. A Mother's Day hot pink 1 out of 75. A Father's Day powder blue 1 out of 75. A Memorial Day camo 150. Platinum would be a 1 out of 3,701. A printing plate would be 1 out of 937 boxes. Advanced stat 1 out of 14. Base short print 1 out of 6. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into opening this hanger box and see what we can pull out of this one. It does only show a few people in the chat, but that is fine. Doesn't look like we have anything earth-shattering in here, that's for sure. But let me put this box right up here in the background. Let me get a couple of stands real quick in case we get some good hits. Don't know what we'll get for good hits here, but we'll put at least, probably for a hanger box, we'll put at least 3 stands up here. Put one here near where Trout's keeping an eye on the table and stuff. Put one here and put one here. There we go. That way we got a spot available here for if we get something good. Again, for those that have opened up enough of these, you do get most of the insert cards are going to be found in the bottom of the stack here, which on the very bottom of the stack is where you get your turkey cards. So just wanted to let you know that. There, I'll put the stack down here. Let's pick up a few of these cards here and just go to town. All right, here, I'm going to scooch that up there just a little bit so I got a place to put my hand without bumping into the card. So Chris Davis with the Oakland Athletics. Keston Hiura. There's a Keston Hiura there with the Gold Cup card. All right, we've got Corey Seager with the Dodgers. We've got Trey Mancini with the Orioles. We've got Ronald Guzman with the Rangers. We've got Zach Plesac with the Cleveland Indians. We've got Mike Leake with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Shout out to Kevin's Car Collecting and more. Harold Castro with the Detroit Tigers. Byron Buxton with the Minnesota Twins. We've got Garrett Hampson with the Colorado Rockies. Eddie Rosario with the Minnesota Twins. Nathan Eovaldi with the Boston Red Sox. Josh Donaldson with the Minnesota Twins. Philly Special, Harper and Hoskins celebrate a home run. And then Roll Out the Barrel, Brewers outfield celebration. And there's a rookie card, Brock Burke with the Texas Rangers rookie card. And it shows their inaugural season emblem on the bottom there. Sean Newcomb with the Atlanta Braves. Matt Beatty with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Jonathan Daza with the Colorado Rockies, rookie card. Nick Anderson with a Gold Cup card for Nick Anderson. And Jonathan Camargo with the Atlanta Braves. Pittsburgh Pirates team card. A Southside swag with Jimenez and Anderson celebrate a home run. And Toronto Blue Jays team card. Got Bo Bichette in there. All right. Go into the next third of the pack down here. All right, we got Dakota Hudson with the St. Louis Cardinals, future star. Pablo Lopez with the Miami Marlins. Then we've got Jonas Cespedes with the New York Mets. Daniel Norris with the Detroit Tigers. We've got Tanner Rourke with the Toronto Blue Jays. Jordan Luplow with the Cleveland Indians. Sam Gaviglio with the Toronto Blue Jays. Brett Phillips with the Kansas City Royals. Carlos Martinez with the St. Louis Cardinals. Jeff Mathis with the Texas Rangers. Nick Wickren with the Cleveland Indians. Yan Gomez with the Washington Nationals. Josh Reddick with the Houston Astros. Martin Maldonado with the Houston Astros. Jake Cave with the Minnesota Twins. Manuel Margot with the Tampa Bay Rays. Tommy Cayley with the Cano with the New York Yankees. Chris Taylor with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Jamie Barria with the Angels. Luis Arias with the Minnesota Twins. Derek Fisher with the Blue Jays. Frankie Montas with the Athletics. Kyle Tucker, future stars, with the Astros. And Kyle Seager with the Seattle Mariners. Oh, boom, back-to-back Seattle Mariners. That's a rare occasion. Tom Murphy with the Seattle Mariners. Steven Strasburg with the Washington Nationals. Charlie Blackmon with the Colorado Rockies. Logan Webb with the San Francisco Giants, rookie card. We've got Kyle Freeland with the Colorado Rockies. We've got Rio Ruiz with the Baltimore Orioles. We've got Albert Pujols with the California Angels. We've got Shed Long with the Seattle Mariners. There we go. We've got Jurickson Profar with the San Diego Padres. Boom! We got a short print. That's a nice little hit. Getting a short print for Trevor Story. Trevor Story short print. Oh, there we go. Sliding into the base. My word, look at that. Nice short print card there. You're wondering how it's a short print. You look on the bottom here. If I can get it to focus. Get my fingers out of the way there. Here, let me put them on this side. See if I can get it to focus. It's not going to work. But it's a 15. 115 is a short print. So let me get that into a top loader. Put that in with my other short prints. So put that into, boom, my short prints. All right. So along with that, it looks like we got a gold card. We got a gold card for Rangel Ravelo with the St. Louis Cardinals, rookie card, gold card. This one happens to be an 1818 out of 2020. Nice year, 1818. A Pete Alonso, Empire State Award winners. I think you get 2 of those in a hanger box. All right, so one of them's him again, and this one's a walk-off winner. All right, then we got a Robin Yount. I think this is my 3rd Robin Yount 85 throwback all-star card with the Milwaukee Brewers. All right, Brewers cards forever. Oops, just knocked over Pete Alonso there. Guess I should have had my other stand. But put that Robin Yount up there in front of Pete Alonso since he's a Hall of Famer. And then Randy Johnson with the Arizona Diamondbacks, Decade's Best Award winners, 2000. And then next we've got our Turkey Red cards. We got a Stan Musial with the St. Louis Cardinals. A Frank Thomas the Hurt with the Chicago White Sox. A Hank Aaron. Oh my word, we're going to town here with the Hall of Famers, aren't we? Stan Musial, Frank Thomas, Hank Aaron, and of course a rookie card for Zach Collins with the Chicago White Sox. Would have been nice if it would have been the Lewis Robert rookie card and the Turkey Red cards. But awesome nonetheless. So we ended up with 4 people watching in the background. Didn't quite make it up to the 6 to graduate up to the next box, but that is okay. I'm going to go ahead and just get ready to wrap things up here. I do have a meet and greet coming up with somebody that visited me and my channel last Saturday. So I'll just kind of leave it at that. I'm going to go ahead and meet him today at 1 o'clock this afternoon. So I got a few chores and a few things to get done before I get ready to go and do that. So there's some rookie cards, future stars. Actually, I should go through real quick while I got a few minutes. We're just over the 1 hour mark today. See if I got any other short prints in here. Just look through real quick. I would have noticed the variations on the front, but let's check the backs to see if we have any advanced stack cards. See if they're serialized, or if I missed by chance any other cards. Nope. I think that was our main hit out of this box. Was no doubt the short print for the Trevor Story. I think I've got a couple of base short prints for regular players, but most of my short prints are Hall of Fame short prints. But cool nonetheless there. Let me see if I can get this thing to focus if I keep my thumb out of the way, maybe. There you go. You can see the 115 on the bottom down there now. Because and that gives it the short print variation, the 115. Okay, and that is a awesome shot. I guess I should pull out some of the short prints of the base versions. If I did that, then you could probably see the difference between the base and the regular card. But that is cool nonetheless there. Okay, so that was I'd say our main hit out of this hanger box was the short print for Trevor Story of the Colorado Rockies. Let me actually just put him right there in front of the Turkey Red cards. Okay, so other than that, that is where we stand. Boom! Sam's Sport Shop is back. I'm back. SP Story, nice card. Hi, John. John. Cards in my car with our Posada. That was a nice box, Don. Thanks there, Robert. I guess you were probably lurking in the background. I usually can always count on on Robert Posada being in the house. So yeah, as soon as my payments show up there, Robert, I'll be sending your package out. They should pop up into my PayPal account either today or tomorrow. It's usually by the 5th of the month, but I think last month it showed up on the 4th. So as soon as my payment shows up in PayPal from my Patreon, then I'll have the money in my account so that I can put the postage on my packages that I have to ship out. So yes, sometime this week I will be getting postage on the Patreon packages and mailing them out. Your mystery bag is ready to rock and roll, that's for sure. So I'm gonna just double check one thing. Oh, I do have to do one thing on yours and get it prepped and better ready to go. Nice Randy Johnson. Yes, that was a nice Randy Johnson. Decade's best card there. We got a Robin Yount all-star card. We got the two Pete Alonsos, the him again, and the walk-off winner for the Pete Alonsos. These were the inserts that we did get here. And of course, all but the rookie card was all Hall of Famers for the Turkey Reds. There's Zach Collins was the rookie card. And then we got a Hank Aaron, a Frank Thomas, and a Stan Musial. There are a lot of Hall of Famers in this Turkey Red set. That is for sure. It's probably about 50-50 from what I've seen so far. I'm still not quite there with all my Turkey Red products. Collecting that set for the Series 2. So other than that, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to say goodbye for today. I know it was a short stream, but sometimes it makes a short stream when there's not as much in the chat. Are there short prints in the Turkey Red set? There are variations that you can find. They're far and few between. And you can get the Topps Chrome Turkey Reds. That makes it the tougher set to collect. That's a lot harder to get those unless you buy the Topps Chrome products. Then I think you get more of the Turkey Red Chromes. But other than that, I do have some Turkey Red Chromes. Here, I'll show them to you real quick before I sign off, just so you can see what they look like. Like a matter of fact, let's see, I've got that one. Here we go. I'll show you the difference. There, I got, there's a Topps Chrome Turkey Red. You can see me lurking out in the back row because they're kind of shiny. But if you look at here's the Turkey Red Hank Aaron, and here's the base Turkey Red Hank Aaron. There you can kind of see the difference between the two. Okay? Alright there, Sam? So this would be like one of the variations, but there are other short print variation Turkey Red cards. I haven't found any this year, but that would be the difference. Same photo, just the logos on opposite sides. This one here has the regular Topps logo. This one here has the Topps Chrome logo. And then the only thing, everything is identical on the back. Here, I'll do it this way. This one is just TR15, and this would be TRC for the Chrome, number 15. So that's the difference there, just in case you're wondering there, Sam. And then, yeah. Then on the back here you would have the others. So I've got, these are the Turkey Chromes that I have been able to pick up. I think you get sometimes a Turkey Chrome out of the blaster boxes. But there's the Tyler Glasnow with the Tampa Bay Rays, Edgar Martinez with the Seattle Mariners, Jose Barrios with the Minnesota Twins, and then George Brett with the Kansas City Royals. Okay, then we got Garcia, Robel Garcia with the Chicago Cubs, and Hank Aaron with the Atlanta Braves. So that is what the Chrome product looks like for the Turkey Reds. Just thought I'd point those out to you real quick. And without further ado, I'm going to turn my camera around and say my signature goodbye until tomorrow when we do the top 2020 Topps Major League Baseball card set for our Topps product for tomorrow. So let me get ready to turn my camera around real quick. This has been Donald Blomdahl, Hall of Fame veteran, sports cards and collectibles, having been live to you from Arlington, Washington. I'm going to leave my throwback cap on today. I have a reason for doing that with the person I'm going to be meeting. We're supposed to meet each other fairly close to our homes. He ended up being from the Arlington area when he was in on my sale on Saturday. And so I'm going to go meet up with him, and we're going to talk baseball and just enjoy some time. He was able to be off of work early today. He had to get some work done on a vehicle. So, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and meet up. Have a little bit of chance to meet with a channel member in my channel, and it could be sometime later this month. We might see another surprise from somebody else that some people. All right. Because it may or may not happen. We'll see if it does. If it does, we might have some awesomeness type fun later on in the month on the channel. But other than that, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to sign off. This has been Donald Blomdahl, Hall of Fame veterans, sports cards, and collectibles, having been live to you from Arlington, Washington, with another baseball player biography. Today's was of Tom Seaver. So you guys have a great and wonderful day, and we will be seeing you guys around the channels, guys and gals. All right, take care. Lord bless you, and have a wonderful day.